So always, regardless of what floor you are, even if you're not on like 25, try to clear like the squishy ones first. And just take your time. Like, it's better to take your time than restart a bazillion times. And the boss spawns halfway. So for this floor, you have to be a bit careful. But it's all about knowing the mechanics of how Thanatos strikes. Thanatos dashes 3 times, invisible, this Thanatos at least, and then he has one final dash. And it's in his downtime that you want to like hit the small mobs. So 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and then a 4th strike. And then it's in this downtime that you want to like hit your other mobs. So early part of the floor is just mob control. It's quite straightforward. And if you're taking damage in this section here, it's probably because you don't know the boss mechanics. And it's all just practice. So 1, 2, 3 dodge, and then he does this final strike. Once the mob dies, that's when the easy part comes. Because you are now left with a 1v1. That's when I'll lock on my target on my boss. It's 1, 2, 3, and then he might go into a dash. But sometimes he doesn't, I realize. But it's always a 1, 2, 3 for this Thanatos at least. If they have different elements, I think they react differently also. So there's no need to rush, you can see I'm just like waiting for the stun. That's when your full damage comes in. So now it's like my full rotation. So this is where most of your damage will come in your window. It helps you save time, but not super critical. It just helps you beat the shit faster. Then you go back into the same routine. Damage, rotations. Just focus on your rotations. It's all boss mechanics. If you know boss mechanics, you will find it quite easy. So I'm just wasting time because I have no energy. But you can see that this floor, energy is way more important than HP. Because Thanatos, he's gonna hit your shield regardless. So you want that shield uptime, it helps you play more aggressively to help you get that stun on him quicker. And if I can get the range on him, I'll be happy. I'm quite happy like do dumb shit like that. One, two. So again, damage string. So you see, just 2 rotations, 5 minutes left on the clock. But I'm very comfortably sitting on 30%, and most of my characters are still full HP. So that's what you want to see like in a boss fight. So don't rush, there's no need to rush, because you'll waste a lot more time resetting the floor. Rather, just like take your time. And at the back of your mind, just know which character you don't mind taking risks with, and which character are your non-compromisables. So I'm a bit more daring with Zhu Yuan because she's not my essential character. Whereas Nicole, I only put her on field when I need a window of stun or like I see an opportunity. Trying to go for that next stun. Again, 3 minutes left. There's no rush. And at this point, when they are very low, when they are already very low, you have 3 minutes left on the clock. Save your resources for the next floor. As much energy as you can, because it carries over. And that's what I'll do in like the earlier floors. But of course, don't jeopardize your run just for the additional like 1 HP or something. Only if you're very confident. See, that was a mistake. But at least I was on Zhu Yuan. So I see he's about to die. So I'm not going to use any more energy. I'm just going to keep... So it's quite good. Like I only took like, I think 10% damage from Nicole. But it's a very well controlled round. So that's what you want to do like in a round fight. Like take your time, just like slowly fight in the monsters. And don't take unnecessary risks. You can drag on the floor as long as you can. But more importantly, because health carries over, in the earlier floors, it's more important that you have a full roster pool to choose from as you're going to the next floor. That's the stuff that I'm thinking of as I'm fighting, like my thought process of the whole thing. This one's a lot easier. This one actually is a healing round. So if you're Thanatos, you took a lot of damage. Maybe some of you are not as comfortable on the Thanatos as maybe how I'm fighting him. This is a healing round because this boss here is fucking slow. Like if you get hit by this boss, you're probably like me with Pepega hands. But I would play a slow character into this, a character that I don't mind taking a lot of damage. Generally, characters that have a high wind-up time, doesn't really like to fight too much, has a bit of problems fighting the higher floors, or any hero that took a lot of damage in your first floor. Let's say your Caesar took a lot of damage. This is where you heal them up. 27 is a healing round, because this boss is fucking easy. You will see. So, let me just take Zhu Yuan out. Let me just think of a different comp. I don't want to really risk Nicole over here, because this guy has a lot of melee. I'm thinking of going into Alan here, a relatively slower DPS compared to Zhu Yuan and Nicole who has range. I feel quite comfortable running them here. I don't really want to risk the rest of them. And I'll go into Avocado Bull because I know this round can be dragged out as long as I can. So ideally, going to the next round, I want full HP on everyone. And of course, you have a choice, right? You can always restart and change your roster. So if your plan doesn't work out. That's why ending the round with as high as you can is more important. If you have one character dying, you need to ask yourself whether it's a crucial character. Because if not, you waste a lot of time, right? So the boss spawns now. I have to be a bit more careful. See, one smack on Alan, immediately half life gone. Okay, now the easy part comes because it's pretty much a 1v1 fight. Alan is really good here. So I'll just buy some time to get my Alan back to full. So you just kite him. That's why I say this is a fucking easy floor. And then as I'm kiting him, I'm getting the avocado bull drops back. How do you lock on to the enemy? You press the middle mouse button. Some bosses are good, some are not. Generally, the rule of thumb is if they are a fast-moving boss, you want to lock. If they are a slow-moving boss, like this guy, I don't want to lock. Yeah, see, just one mistake. I take my all the effort that we have, just gone straight away. Just one mistake is all we need to like lose a fucking round. Like good practice and stuff, but just one bad move. So this is what I was saying by dragging around. I have 5 minutes left. And that's why I brought Rina, because I can just do this. So I'm just buying time. I can just keep this up forever. I just look at the animation of the avocado bull. You will know when he's gonna throw his heels. Fuck. Okay. Then once you pick it up, just like I have time. I have 5 minutes left on the clock, and I know I can kite this guy to like oblivion. So I see his animation again, the avocado bull. I know it's coming. I have 4 minutes. I'm not rushing. So I'm almost covering my mistakes already. So that's why I mentioned this boss is a very easy boss. You can do this with like any range character. You do not necessarily have to like play Ellen. Fucking playing Pac-Man right here. Okay, just one more and I think I'm confident to end it. Ah, shit. Okay, but Rina is not my core, so I don't really care about Rina. Because Rina Harley will be on field, so it doesn't really matter too much. So that's why I mean like sacrifice characters and like on-field characters. Certain characters you just want to take with you to the next floor. You can't have them die. But I know I have flexible options in my position 2 slot for my kiting and whatever not. So I have like Rina is good, you have Bernice is good, you have Nicole, Lucy. All these characters are great for position 2, which is a very, very commonly built slot already. You probably have a lot of characters. So my thought process is I need Ellen, because this floor is very, very weak against... A lot of the monsters are very weak against Ice and Aether. And the final floor, if you can bring Ellen into the last one, Ellen is really strong in 30. So I put priority on having Ellen through rather than Rina through. And that is like my thought process. Of course, Caesar is like number 1, but my Caesar wasn't taking any damage anyway. So Ellen would have been great to like pull through. And at this point, like as I'm thinking through the match, if I saw that mistake towards the end Rina, I asked myself, is it worth it? Do I really care too much about this final one? Will I see Rina taking another instance of damage in the future? Probably like she wouldn't be a critical one in the next few notes. So I move on. Which is the next floor. This one is the new boss here. This is on 28. This one is a little bit trickier because it's slightly new. His mechanics are slightly different. This is where my Jane Doe died in the previous one because I was trying to play a fast-moving character against this unit. And I found that the mistake was actually playing Bernice in this floor. Even though it's weak into fire, Bernice is very, very slow. She's only great in like, if you want to like burst down characters. So I'll try to learn from my mistake here. I think I'll play a bit of range. And at this point, I am feeling a bit more confident to go with energy regen. So that's when like I choose between Avocado Bull versus Butler. What is my decision making process between the two of them? Not always you want to go for Avocado. And if any of you don't have Butler, there's a free to play one, the Night Bull, that is also good. The problem with this boss is you don't want to like cluster fuck inside. This boss punishes like cluster fucking. So that's my first mistake already. At this point, if I see my Chuyen getting hit this early, if she didn't die there, I might have restarted anyway. this boss doesn't allow you to like kite as the other boss. So this one is like a lot of mechanics. Because this guy is faster, he can get close range and stuff. The strategy is you want to beat down the other guys as quickly as you can. Because the other guys add a lot of complexity. They all punish you equally for getting hit. And the more of them you have, the harder. So I just try to like beat them down. Alright, 1v1. I'll lock him. This boss I'll choose to lock. Cause he does that back motion. And it's very tricky to do a 180. Once you have him in a 1v1, this boss is a lot manageable. The trick I found is don't switch characters. Just stick to one. Just play the one that you're most confident with dodging everything. And then this is where you like go into your damage strings. Then you bring your other characters here. So don't be too hasty. In Shui defense, we are always like very rushing for time. We are very like trying to finish the round. I want you guys to like take your time when you're playing the tower. Just like chill out. There's no rush to clear anything. You have a whole fucking 7 minutes to go at this point. Just take it slow. I know it's like you want to just finish the round quickly. But when you rush, you actually like make a lot more mistakes. At this point, I have no energy, so I am just backing off. I don't want to like contest. Because I'll be taking unnecessary risks. I have time to spare. My butler is working. My passive energy will be kicking in. I see an opportunity to switch, so I will. So I see the next stun window coming up. I have about 2k, so I don't have an out ready for this rotation. I might have an out ready. At this point, I have 2 floors left. I have 3 DPSs. One of them can die. So I'm okay with Zuyan dying here. So you need to know like your priorities again. So I can take a bit more risk with Zuyan if I wanted to. Of course, it wouldn't be ideal, but if you have no choice, she's the one that dies. Especially when Caesar has no energy. I'll be very happy to play on field with Zhu Yuan. So I see the next stun coming up. I didn't have my Caesar buff. So you notice like my Caesar's buff wasn't up when I do that spin thing, but it doesn't really matter too much. Like that spinning motion, it wasn't up for the previous rotation. I might have done a bit more damage, but more importantly is keeping up the rotations. Not making mistakes. So just finish one more loop at this point. Don't want to make many mistakes here because we are almost there. This is without Avocado Bull, of course. We're just going with a pure... You could use Seth in this example too. At this point, I think it's GG here, so I don't want to use too much resources. I have 3 minutes left on the clock, so I'm actually saving my ult. There's no need to rush. I think it was like, it's quite good. We were at I think 50% on Zhu Yuan. Nicole didn't take damage. Caesar didn't take damage. Like, my thought process I mentioned to you is like, Zhu Yuan can die. I'm left with only 29 and 30. I have 3 DPSs. So if you guys had like only 2 DPSs, you only have like Soldier 11 and Zhu Yuan, or you only had Zhu Yuan and maybe like Nekomata or something like that, or Yanagi Zhu Yuan, then you need to change your thought process. Like, do I have enough DPS? Do I have enough fodder? You have 9 characters. At this point, no character have died. The only character that is currently like unusable is Rina because she's at half health. So I consider it as high risk of restarting. The rest of my units here are all at full health. So you can see like 9 characters. I have 2 that are basically taken out. So I still have 7 characters in 2 floors left. So I basically can have my whole team dying twice as long as I can fill up the roster, and we'll still be able to clear it very nicely. But unfortunately, I don't have Seth. If I had Seth, then it would be very nice. Even if my whole team die, I wouldn't care. But 29 is the hard one out of all of them, I think, because this is a new boss. I have been struggling with this one because of these new mechanics. I think it's just a matter of time. Once I learn what he does, it's going to be very easy. But you can see the step-by-step process so far of like how to handle each floor. It's like a puzzle game, right? You slowly kill off the small mobs, and then as you fight and rotate, sustain your characters and just understand the boss mechanics, how they attack, their patterns, when is your attack window and stuff. You guys play League, you guys play Valorant, you guys play like Dota and stuff like that. It's the same thing, just that applied into like this thing. It takes a bit of practice and you'll get used to it. So for this one, I think I'll be a bit more aggressive. Why not, right? I have a full team to choose from here. So I'll play it a little bit more aggressive. I'll play Jane Doe with Bernice. And I think I'll go with a bit of sustain for Avocado Bull because I have no idea what the fuck that guy does. And yeah, I'm prepared for some mistakes here and there. And I just don't want these guys to die. So Avocado Bull is if you don't want mistakes, you don't want characters to die. I think that Butler is if you don't mind one character dying and you just like let that character be your meat shield or something like that. So there's a bit of the strategic difference. But let's see, I'm prepared to restart because this boss, honestly, I'll tell you, I'm not very confident of his mechanics so far. But what we have so far, we'll just try the same things. The problem with like changing characters is you have to get used to like new styles. See, like Bernice took damage already. And I think Bernice is like quite weak in this game mode. She stays on field too long. But she's a great burst damage. So I out because I wasn't very confident of the timing to get it perfect. And I don't want to make mistakes. I changed to lock on because this boss is moving too fast for me to move my camera and focus on his animations. So that was my first mistake. And it punishes greatly. They do a lot more damage before they get stunned for the level 25 to 30. So you want to try to stun them as quickly as you can. Because if you notice he has this red aura around him, that is before he gets his first stun. After he gets his first stun, the aura goes away. So less risk, I'm gonna play... And I want you to notice like the red things around the bosses disappears. You have to be very careful with Bernice. She's fucking delicate. She fucking dies like a fly. Like that. Fucking... She's very slow. And she stays on field too long. But she's not my main con, my win con. So in fact, might be better now. Because I only have 2 characters to pilot. A lot more focus in this one because I'm less confident of this boss. So you can see that the avocado bull is like recovering me over time to catch up for like my mistakes. This allows me like take one more mistake later on if I need to. Hopefully I don't. I'm seeing the clock, I'm at 4 minutes left. Because I'm playing with 3 characters, that's why I don't have the burst left. So I have to be careful that I don't run out of time also. So this is where it becomes like a bit of a delicate balance between aggressiveness and defensiveness. Is E1 Bernice better? It's not really about the mindscape of Bernice that is the problem. Fuck. Okay, so someone has to take the damage. I'm gonna dodge with Jin. Because Caesar cannot die. So if you're not confident of the boss move, like I'm bad with that last out. If you guys can tell, I'm very unconfident with that last out. So I always like out when he has that last out. Cause I think it's almost a one shot. So I have 2 minutes left. I think it's going to be a close one. So now I'll try to be a bit more aggressive. Which means higher room for error also. Because now I have to run down the clock. Or rather the clock is right running down me. I have to save. I think if I brought another character other than Bernice, this would be an easy clear. But unfortunately... Yeah, so I don't really like Bernice here. At least maybe my piloting is not the best. My style of playing is not the best. It's going down to the wire, I think. 45 seconds left. So at this point, I'm thinking, do I want to restart or am I going to try to push, even if it means like Jane Doe dying? So I have to force the aggression. So I have no choice but to take every fight now. Because I'm left with 13 seconds. So no like dodging, no cheesing. Three seconds. But I have to sacrifice an out for that, but I think it should be fine. I was playing with 2 characters. So I didn't have the DPS to output. But my characters, at least, I think this is the scenario where you have to go all out, you have to clear all the way, and you have to make a decision like what... I think this is a great example of like making a decision. Do you restart the floor or do you push through? Because at this point, I have no out. One of my characters died, and I have to make a choice of like, what am I going to do in the final node? So my thought process at this point, and when I was about to clear, is I don't really have an alternative. Like, if I take Bernice out and swap in another character, I probably wouldn't have equal to as good a run as this, where my Jane Doe only took 10% damage, my Caesar only took like 10% damage, 20% damage. So I don't foresee myself clearing the round in a better state of my two main characters. So I was happy to like let Bernice die as long as I could clear the floor, and I didn't mind like taking the out. So just some of like the sharing the thought process of how I'm making my game, rather than just like bungering and then I show you a highlight of how I did it, right? I feel it's like more useful if I share with you like the thought process as I'm going through the floor and the challenges that I'm facing. So maybe it's like helpful for some people. So I have to be careful with that. Debuff, keep my shield up, and then Qing Yi time. Oh, freaking mild. You just put Yanagi's weapon. Is it good for Grace? Why would you do that? Just put it on Yanagi. Wait, you do not have Yanagi? Bro. Why would you do that? Why would you pull for a character that you do not have? On the light cone banner. Broski. Okay, let's test the damage. This is the first time we stun the boss. Let's test the damage window. Okay, I definitely do have the damage. Ah. Yeah. Die, bitch. Fuck this game. Oh, finally. Oh. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. My fucking camera died. Oh my goodness. At this point, I highly recommend you check out these two other videos we have on the channel, which I think you might like. And thank you guys again so much for watching. See you in the next video.